Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, starts with a weather impact alert.
6 o'clock. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for starting yours off with us here at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus, America areas.
And I'm Bridget Bureau. This is the day you really want to stay hydrated, pack that sunscreen, and that goes for the little ones as well who might be starting camp this week, and that even they're going to feel it today.
Oh, yeah. And we said this in the last hour. Make sure if you've got a counselor at home, make sure that they understand the severity of looking out to those young kids who can't feel it themselves when they realize that things are going downhill. Good to have you along. Extreme heat for another day. Today may actually be the worst of the bunch as we hit triple digits before you factor in the heat index, which is going to take it well over 100 as early as 11 a.m. to noon. So limit your time outside. Lots of water, lots of sunscreen, and of course light colored clothing and hats. We're going to go through all those tips throughout, obviously not only this hour, but throughout the entire morning show. 100 to 110 under the extreme heat warning, which goes again today. Cloud and radar picture, no clouds, no radar, no relief in any way, shape, or form. Temperatures at 6 a.m. into the low to mid 70s. Your dew point also there, so it is steamy out there. Emphasis on every syllable. We have the dew point that's going to obviously stay very high in that tropical zone for the time being as temperatures get into, again, triple-digit territory for a spell later on this afternoon. Even if you're not at 100, you're at 98, 99. It's still going to be miserable out there, so stand by. Going to stay like that for a while. Sunshine aplenty. No relief in sight. However, we do have much cooler temperatures to talk about, just not yet. We'll tell you when to expect those coming up. It's 6:01. Let's go to the roads right now. Here's Erica with traffic. Good morning.
All right. Good morning, Matt. Let's take a look at the drive times for you. First off, in the Hartford area, Capital Region, no problems there. We're looking all good there. We've got green everywhere. Fairfield County, that is the problem area generally. And now we're looking at 11 minutes from Bridgeport to Fairfield. You're cruising at just under 30 miles per hour. Another look at drive times for you. No problems in and out of Waterbury. Waterbury to Hartford, Hartford to Waterbury, no issues. Naugatuck to Seymour, you're looking at 10 minutes. And New Haven to Bridgeport, that's there. Things are starting to build there. You're looking at 30 minutes. And as we take a live look outside, let's check out what is going on here. This is a live view of I-84 Waterbury. Looking pretty good. Volume's starting to build just a tad, but not so bad. Just keep in mind it is hot out there. Don't forget your water. Stay hydrated. Of course, this heat can be dangerous. There are places that you can go to stay cool.
Yeah, you have some options. Fox 61's Kayla Cade is live for us in front of the Hartford Public Library downtown with how you can stay safe. Good morning, Kayla.
Guys, yeah, it's already hot outside and I have my water here ready to go to make sure that I stay hydrated. Now, if you're out and about today, make sure you have some water nearby because it's definitely very, very hot. And if you want to beat the heat, escape, there are some cooling centers open throughout the state today, like the Hartford Public Library. Now, state officials say you want to stay in an air-conditioned building as much as possible today, and you should not rely on a fan to keep your home cool. If you don't have AC, you can call 211 and they will connect you with the closest cooling center. You can also go online to 211. We have a link to that on fox61.com. Now, cooling centers will be open today and tomorrow, and Governor Annette Lamont says it's especially important that people who are the most vulnerable to heat illnesses use these resources. That includes anyone with infants and young children, people 65 and older, and people who have heart disease or high blood pressure. People who take certain medications for depression, insomnia, or poor circulation should also be careful, and you may feel the effects of the heat more. Now, if you know anyone in those at-risk categories, make sure to check on them throughout the day. And a few other reminders for today: wear lightweight, light-colored clothing, make sure to wear sunscreen, drink 2 to 4 cups of water every hour while working or exercising outside. You also don't want to wait until you're thirsty to drink water, and try to avoid drinking anything that contains alcohol or a lot of sugar. Now, for those who are in Hartford, the Hartford Fire Department will be distributing water to those who live inside the city because of this hot weather. In Hartford, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
All right, Kayla, good tips. Thank you very much. I'm glad to see you have your water out there. Well, we're all going to need it today.
Now stay hydrated.
And 6:04 is your time. We have a friendly reminder for you. Everyone, do not leave your pets, your kids inside a hot car. It can be very dangerous. It's also illegal. So to help prevent parents and remind them that their child is in the back seat, experts suggest that you keep a left shoe or a purse in the back seat to remind you to go back and grab it. AAA says incidents like kids getting left in hot cars usually happen when there's a break in family routines. So if you're heading out to Duncan Park this evening, make sure you're well hydrated. The Yard Goats will be at home to take on the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. The team says there will be plenty of shade and water stations set up throughout the park. First pitch is at 7 p.m.
As a lot of us crank up the air conditioning, there were some that ventured outside to find other ways to stay cool.
Yeah, Fox 61's Valerie Moravi went to Brownstone Adventure Park in Portland. She spoke with visitors about how they're dealing with this extreme heat.
Yeah, it's been busy at Brownstone Park as people from all over the state try to cool down. Now, despite the heat, people I spoke to still had fun with friends and family. Summer sun, water bottles, and water adventures. Camp visitors at Brownstone Park all day Monday.
Bring your family. Look at this beautiful, catch a tan. It's the best place to be at right now.
Brownstone Director of Operations Mike Curry says they've seen an increase of visitors due to the extreme weather.
We've been having a lot of our school field trips. Park and rec field trips are starting up now. And obviously this heat wave has kind of brought everyone's attention to water parks, just like us.
High recorded temperatures almost reached triple digits, but that didn't stop Raphael from coming out with his family.
It was difficult, the choice to come out just because of the heat, but then I was like, you have to do it. You can't just let the heat stop you.
Marlon Williams says he keeps himself hydrated to enjoy the outdoors.
I work out on the regular, and one thing that I realized that a good thing you should always do is stay hydrated, drink plenty of water, make sure you're staying cool, try to have fun as well.
And several other people like Rudy Rodriguez made their trip all the way from the Bronx.
I bought a bottle, grabbed my friends. We told them we out to Brownstone. They was all with it.
I'm coming here every day, tomorrow, next week, every day, till the temperature goes down.
The popular spot had families enjoying a variety of things to spend their day with, including zip lining,
Rock climbing, we have wakeboarding, we have cliff jumping, which you could probably see behind me, and all the inflatable toys.
We bring a cooler, we fill it with water and Powerade and stuff like that, and so we bring our towels and we just have a great time.
Now, the park is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, remember to keep yourself, your family, and your pets hydrated. In Portland, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.
And stick with Fox 61 throughout the heat and humidity. You can get live updates from our weather team straight to the Fox 61 News app and on Fox 61 Plus. Both are completely free. And of course, keep it on air and online on fox61.com. The Raoul Valley murder trial resumed this week in Milford.
He's accused of killing 17-year-old James McGrath at a house party in Shelton back in 2022. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules has the latest from the courthouse.
The jury heard more testimony from witnesses who were at the party. One witness says they saw Valley with a knife in his hand minutes before the fight started. The day started with Tyler Rich on the stand. Prosecutors say he threw the party where the stabbing happened. Rich testified that Valley and his friends came to his house in a dark-colored car. He said when the car pulled up, he and at least 10 other people approached the car. He said the group got into an argument with Valley and others and tried to get them to leave. Rich said at one point someone threw a glass bottle out of the car. The two groups threw bottles and cans at each other. Rich later testified that Valley approached him as he walked back to the party. He testified that he sprayed a can of WD-40 at Valley to stop him from approaching him any further.
After that happened, some of my friends started yelling things and rocking the car.
I didn't see any type of handle, but I guess using my hand, it was just like a 3-inch blade coming down from where his hand was closed.
Rico Fiolo, a former Shelton High student, testified that he approached Valley shortly after Rich sprayed him with the WD-40 can. That's when he said he saw Valley with a short blade in his hand.
Witnesses said once they were made aware that the car was back outside, more than 10 of them went to the front lawn to confront them. Rich testified that he threw the first punch to defend another student from being hit by Valley. A brawl broke out after that. Rich said he got into a fight with another person and lost sight of Valley. He said after the fight ended, he realized several people were stabbed. All of the witnesses who took the stand say they did not directly see anyone get stabbed. In Milford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Alicia, thank you. All right, 6:10 right now, and the Israel-Iran ceasefire plan that President Trump announced appears to have failed less than 3 hours after it went into effect. Israel says Iran, quote, completely violated the ceasefire both sides that agreed to. Iranian state television reports that Iran's military denies that it fired missiles after the ceasefire started. Israel says it will resume targeting Iran's paramilitary and government targets. Oh, this is a look at some of the damage in southern Israel. At least 4 people were killed, 8 others hurt in the missile strikes. We're going to have a more in-depth look at what is going on in the Middle East. That's coming up in a little while at 6:30 for you.